Good morning, everybody. Still 3 weeks behind, but we will catch up. But welcome to Rhyme of the Times, week ending 8th of April 2023. Trump's future is speculated. Middle East violence is escalated. Finland's entry is celebrated, but Sweden is exasperated. Tatarsky is detonated, while Murrell is temporarily humiliated. On Tuesday in New York there were no handcuffs. Trump tried to appear tough but looked a bit rough. He once wrote a book called The Art of the Deal. Now he faced the real deal of a court ordeal. Flanked by security, his expression glum as he was told what he had allegedly done. After much rumour and prevarication, a grand jury finally had ended speculation. For weeks they wouldn't arraign, but now they poured 34 charges upon Trump. There could be more. They relate to Stormy Daniels, who he more than groped and then tried to keep her quiet with a brown envelope. So, hush money was paid to a porn star. What's wrong with that? Not illegal, so far. But here is the reason it's an alleged offence. The payment was treated as an election expense. So, the Stormy affair is neither here nor there. It's accounting fraud for which Trump has been snared. As the charges were read, he still looked glum, answering not guilty to every one. No admission of wrong, no sign of remorse, defiant and soon attacking the source. Those that are trying to have laws enforced, Alvin Bragg being top of his hit list, of course. The Manhattan DA soon got it in the neck from Trump fans with their persecution complex. For them, this is just a political stunt, or, as Trump inferred, a Democrat-led witch hunt. But many Democrats are also uneasy. Indicting an ex-president makes them quite queasy. Most leaders have skeletons in the cupboard, no doubt, but is it sensible to be calling them out? An unedifying image for the USA, the leaders of the free world. What will people say? Politically, it could also be an own goal. This saga has brought Trump a huge boost in the polls. There are, of course, many arguments for, not least because no one should be above the law. This whole business is setting a new precedent, the first ever indictment for an old president. And it seems that all these arraignments will not be altering Trump's arrangements. The US Constitution, from what we can tell, lets Trump run again, even from a prison cell. He can't run away, but he can run again, to repeat the success of his 2016 campaign. And with so much of America still part of his cult, who's to say he can't get the desired result? Building bridges and teams is not what he does, but he could still win with his politics of them and us. An explosive guy who sees the world in black and white. There is no grey for Mr. Diner Marmite. And 76 years seems to have not taken their toll. Unlike Joe Biden, he still appears in control. Then again, when a mind from deep thought is spared, it doesn't suffer from the normal wear and tear. For a while, Netanyahu's had troubles to shoulder as Palestine and Israel continue to smoulder. And Israel's PM became more agitated as conflicts with neighbours this week escalated. The West Bank and Tel Aviv had a bad Good Friday as Syria and Lebanon were drawn into the fray. On Tuesday, NATO finally rubber-stamped Finland's entry to the alliance's camp. Did Putin's vision of a new world order include 800 more miles of NATO border? Because that's what, for Russia, he has achieved, and he predictably acted shocked and aggrieved. Meanwhile, Turkey and Hungary's opposition still stymies Sweden's NATO admission. On Sunday in St. Petersburg, a man was blown up, bringing joy to many people. I, for one, will own up. Vladimir Tatarsky was a blogger supporting Putin. Who done it? Ukraine and Russia are now disputing. There was also much disputing about Dover queues. Why so much waiting and who to accuse? The weekend saw jams as long as the Nile, and opponents said Braverman was in denial if she really believed her own suggestion that Brexit wasn't causing this massive congestion. As some families queued for more than half a day, the Home Secretary said the weather caused the delays. On Wednesday, Peter Murrell was arrested. SNP Money Matters had the police interested. After 12 hours in custody, he was released, but investigations continue by the police. The former party chief has not been charged for now, but political commentators are wondering how he and his wife Nicola Sturgeon's star could have fallen so quickly and so far. Another political double act that was awesome. Prime Minister Thatcher and Chancellor Lawson. For 6 years in the 80s with Maggie, his boss, Nigel Lawson managed Britain's profit and loss. In 83, Lawson stepped into the role as inflation was getting under control. He brought down unemployment and taxation, and some say he brought down Thatcher with his resignation. In 86, the Big Bang was his big decision, sealing his legacy as a politician. Big Lord Lawson's big idea, many would say, affected Britain's fortunes up to today. On Monday, at 91, he passed away.